Okay, first in is Andy Turner and Ron Herbert, Brett Graham and Joel. Hello, hello. Santosh and Lara. Hadjox is here. Hello. Pete Morrell and Be Happy. Hello. Nate Harris. Hello. And Debbie Hibbert. Linda Logmeyer. Hi. Brian, my mate Quirk. And Sharon. Hello. Karen Widman, Lisa McBride, Eric Stuber, hi, and Judy Turner, Dawn McIntyre, and Casey are here. Hello, hello, hello. Listra's here. And Gwen Mallet, Linda Chiapata, and Juanita Ali. Hello. Greg Gaynor and Donna Hanblin. Hello. Barbara Ann Johnson, Pam Turner, and Sarah Hussein. Hello, Sarah. Jude Griffiths, Ralph is here as well, and Ken Pringle, Robbie McCoy, hi, Debbie Garrett, and Rayu is here. Hello, Jackie Summers, Yoha, hello, Miskarum, hello, how are you? Steve Ropp, and Diane Linen as well. Tanya Onpassive, hello, Art is here, Vicky Barker, and wow. Great friends, to you, whoever you are. Hello, Jarmo and Ernest and Pam Turner saying happy New Year to everyone. And Long, Joan is here as well. Wanda Cooper, Karen Carden, and Julaguru or Julagurai actually is here. Christina is here as well. Grams of All Trade, hello. Antoinette is here. Wealth Works, it certainly does, is here as well. Thomas Davis. And Colin Hayes, Ken Pringle, Kester, Marithlin Butler, hello, and Julagarai, hello, Kenny Davis, and Rayu is here as well. Elsie Patch, my mate, Abilio Barres, como está, hermano? ¿Qué tal? Feliz nuevo año, and Ricky Ingram, my mate Paddy McGuigan is here. Hello, Paddy, how you doing? Great pictures of you on the beach yesterday. Linda Chiapata, Matthew Bowman, and Vic Loban, Ken Mills, Diane Linen is volume coming and going. Ouch, sorry. Idris, Lynn Nakamoto is here, Melanie Liberty, and Unstable Audio. Sorry, guys, can't do much about that. Nazia and Matthew Bowman, Brad Tabowski and Greg Gaynor, John Quendy and Edwin Scarry Dimmis. Oh. Okay, if I talk slowly, does that make things better? So we'll get started then. Volume. I can't do anything about the volume. It's your end volume, I'm afraid, Diane. So you need to turn yourself up. I can't control the volume this end. David Switzer's here as well. And Pooja, hi, how you doing? In and out, is it? Let me just try this. Okay, is that any better for the volume? Rod Johnson's here as well. Jackie Summers and Solar Energy. Okay, better. Maybe it's the earbuds. Anyway, let's crack on then. Thank you very much for the thumbs up and everything. First off, Happy New Year to everyone. We are in for a cracker coming up in January. Really excited about what's coming our way, that's for sure. And obviously, Ash has told us what is coming. But today I'm going to do a recap of the webinar in India that I was part of, and 11,000 other people were as well. That was at 4:30 a.m. UK time. So we got up for that one. It was a rude awakening for something this early on in the year. But it was a great webinar. Ash came on full of beans, as he always does. And there was a lot of people there. in expectation of what they were to hear. He started off by saying his thoughts are with Mangaran, who is one of Jesse's right-hand men, who's in hospital at the moment. So he sent his best wishes to Jesse and Mangaran. In fact, Jesse was on his way actually to the hospital to go and see him. He went on to say that 2022, which is what we're in now, I can't believe we're in 2022, but there you are. It's the new phase. This is the new beginning for our success of Onpassive. He went on to thank the panel who were there, including myself and other leadership members who were there, and for all their kind words. Most of us got time to say a few words before Ash came on. He said, we want to start 2022 strong. We have a tradition in his family to set out our goals and dreams for the coming year. Many of us do that really on a regular basis. We reflect and we think over the festive seasons of the year coming of where we want to position ourselves within that coming year. His family is no different. He said, but this year for them it was different. We're not setting out new dreams and new goals, but we are looking forward to the completion of what we have planned and put in place in the past. 2022 is the year of delivery, and I couldn't agree with him more. You know, those of us that have been with Onpassive now for a long period of time, we have seen and been part of this journey of Onpassive, of how it's all come together, and 2022 is definitely the year of delivery, and we are going to see that in a massive phase that is coming in January. He actually did touch on this as well about the marketing campaigns, which I'll go into later on in this recap. He said 2021 was productive, regardless of the enormous pressures from the outside world and events. He said, but we managed to make progress. Tomorrow, this is Monday, the 3rd of January, they will be giving away another car to one lucky member of the staff in Hyderabad. This is the 3rd car in 3 months that they have given away to a member of staff for their hard work and efforts that they have put in on behalf of us, the founders, and the company Onpassive. I will be on that webinar to see it as well. I think that's normally around about 9:30 a.m. UK time. I think this is late on at night time for US, but I'll certainly be on. He said everyone is welcome to join us to celebrate this giveaway to a member of staff, and I'm sure that details of the webinar will be posted in the back office. He also went on to say, just imagine if we are doing this for the staff, what we will be doing for you as a founder. And I couldn't echo that statement any more than that if he is doing all these good things and deeds for his staff, just imagine what we are going to have coming our way as founders. It really is going to be an amazing year. He went on then to say a little bit about global leaders, and that is still in place. He has set up a specific team that are dedicated to helping global leaders set up offices around the world, wherever they are going to be. And if you qualify for the global leader status, this team will reach out and contact you to put provisions in place for those offices. Also, he touched on the triple entry bonuses and what was stated prior a year or so back. As far as he is concerned, those are still the same qualifications, but they may be revised in the future. And again, the same dedicated team will be reaching out to founders who are qualified for that status. More events are going to be planned as well, guys, in Hyderabad. There is an auditorium there, or conference room, whatever you want to call it, that houses, that seats 150 delegates, and he actually wants to make more use of this place in Hyderabad. So moving forward, he is open to offers of founders using it for conferencing, for Onpassive related things. and he is hoping that one a month or so will be able to be hosted in that conference centre in Hyderabad. And obviously it will be up to the founders to contact leadership councils, etc., who can then get that sorted for them. But why not, eh? This is what Onpassive is all about. If we have the facilities and it is beneficial to the company and to the foundership, why not use those facilities that are there in place? It has everything in place. It has all of the audio, all the visuals, all of the seating in a very, very comfortable environment. So plus it gets founders to visit the offices as well. So that'll be really good, and looking forward to that. He also went on to say that 2022 is the year to come together as a company. He said at the moment there is too many countries around the world that are individual. 2022 is all about a collective good of the company. He wants to streamline webinars so that same language webinars are brought together. At the moment, anytime, any day, nearly anywhere across the globe, there is individual webinars, and this is really good, but also it is not very productive. Okay, everyone spending a lot of time flitting from one webinar to another. I'm not just about the leaders that do the webinars. I'm on about you guys as founders as well, spending your valuable time going in and out of webinars all over the place. You know, we can use our time productively, much more efficiently, if we try and streamline the webinars. So that will be hopefully taking place. We want to work smart on our time rather than working hard. And I'm sure this will be streamlined in the next weeks and months to come. He then went on to explain a little bit about the history and where we came from as far as Onpassive is concerned. He said that we went from a digital platform in 2018 to where we are now. This was driven by those early founders who saw the vision of Onpassive. Don't forget, originally we were just going to be this digital marketing platform, and we were set to be launching around about the Christmas, New Year time of 2018, early 2019. But because of the way that the foundership was growing at that time and talking to the founders then, he decided that it was better to do the things that he wanted to do, put in place, rather than having this phased rollout over 3-4 years. He had the ability, with the backing of the founders of those early days, to do what we are doing now, which is coming to fruition and starting to happen in January. He saw that we could do what we wanted to achieve straight away rather than doing it over a few phases. It was my dream. It was never his dream, by the way, to be as big as we are now. He was quite happy to launch all the way back in January 2019 with around 40 to 50,000 founders, which it was in those days. This has never been about having 1 million founders at all. This has always been about having the right product and the right services for Onpassive, okay, that we have got now. So the numbers made sense going forward, because as the foundership in those days said, why not have more founders? We all end up being a customer anyway. So why not increase that customer base so that we have a larger customer base when we launch to the world, which is exactly what is happening now. Because don't forget, every single founder becomes a customer on day one. We all then have to go into our back office to tick that box to accept us as a reseller of the product and services of Onpassive. It's not a requirement, by the way, okay, but you'll be stupid not to do it, because without being a reseller, then you will not be eligible for any commissions, because you will just be a customer using the products and services. So I'm sure that every founder here who is listening to this will want to earn some money, so that they will end up being a reseller of the products and services. He also went on to say this is the first time in his knowledge that any company has put the hands of that company in the hands of the foundership, in the people that are part of that company. Now, I certainly don't know of any other company that's this big already that has put so much of the running of the business in the hands of the foundership. I don't know any company who actually go to the foundership before they instill things within the business model and ask the founders what they think before it actually happens. And this is a great thing to say. He went on to say that we are partners. We are there to help the company in our foundership. And this is such a refreshing thing to see within a company, that we have a CEO who is conscious of what we think of the company. Now, not necessarily everything that we think will come to fruition and the direction that we want to happen in the company, but one thing's for sure, it's nice to be asked and it's nice to be recognized that our voices do count to a certain extent, you know, and that is very refreshing. And like he said, he doesn't know of any other company that does this for the people that are there in the beginning as founders. When people say that, when did we launch? He said that we actually did launch back in December of 2018, when we first got the very first Go Founders website. Now, this was the very first product of Onpassive. Now, ever since that day, we have been adding bits to it, and people will say, well, what products have we had? Well, we've had Trim URL, if you remember. Now we've got Trim, we've got Chat, we've got Desk, and more products are going to be added to the Founders platform. He went on to say that you will see in the future that Founders, which is exclusive and only for founders, will just have its own tab, okay, in the back office of the onpassive.com webpage. We'll click that, and that is how we access the Founders. It is a platform very similar to what the Onpassive platform will be, and this is why we are beta testing not only the Founders platform now, but also the products and services, so that it will seamlessly work for the customers that end up using the products and services. So it makes sense to make sure that everything is working correctly before we launch it to the world. As I always say, fit for purpose. We've added so much, he went on to say, since those early days in 2018. We've exceeded the value of that $97 entry fee time and time again by not only the website that we have now, Founders, but also the amount of knowledge that people get from the many webinars that they attend, that is free, that we do not charge for, and that the knowledge that people gain from these webinars. I'm sure nearly every single founder here will agree with me that they have learned so much since being part of Onpassive, that they have grown not only within the Onpassive community, but also, more importantly, themselves, within themselves, and what their ability to actually do has grown tenfold just by being part of the Onpassive community. What else did he say? Yeah, then he went on to talk about the Indians, and he was saying that India have been a fantastic spark to Onpassive. Onpassive first started in America when they were first registered back in 2018. But from a global point of view, it really has been the Indian community that have made the growth. And this is all down to the Indians in Onpassive. So congratulations to you, India, for taking that mantle and absolutely running with it to where we are now, over 1 million strong founders. He went on then to explain about the marketing campaigns. There was a little bit of confusion about the 16-month continual campaigns. Now, he went on to explain that this is not one campaign. This is one of many campaigns. It's just a contract that he has got with a specific company that are going to do a specific part of the marketing campaigns. He said normally companies only get a 3 or 4 month contract, but because of the size of Onpassive, because of the millions of dollars that we will be giving this company to do the marketing campaigns, this is normally exclusive and only for governments, let alone companies. But Ash has managed to secure a 16-month contract from when we start in mid-January or there or thereabouts. So this is a massive deal. This company normally deal with other big businesses, but Ash has known them and used them in the past, and he's managed to secure this fantastic contract. And remember, it is only one small part of the marketing campaigns that will be running concurrently and separately, okay, to other campaigns as well. So we really are positioned in a fantastic place, because not only are we having this company doing a lot of the marketing for us, but also Onpassive itself will be using other means of advertising as well. Then he went on actually to say that he went on to say that if we actually break even by these marketing campaigns, then we have put ourselves and positioned ourselves in an amazing position. Yes, obviously, founders will be making commissions from these marketing campaigns, but the whole point of these campaigns is to gain traction and people to know that Onpassive is out there. The real growth will come in the months to come, not just initially from these marketing campaigns that will be starting in mid-January. So if we break even, that's a great place to be. Remember, we're talking about millions of dollars here, and that is break even is millions of dollars coming back into the company to be recycled and to be reused. He also went on to speak about data centers and mining. Now, this is a massive deal, right? To have our own data center really is a huge deal going forward as far as a company is concerned, because at the moment we rely heavily on other people's data centers, including Amazon's AWS and their cloud hosting. Now, to put this in place takes years, so this has been in the pipeline for a long time. It's not something that happens overnight, and in the background and previously, Ash has been working extremely hard to put these data centers in place so that we will be hosting in the future our own company on our own servers, having our own cloud-based system, and other companies will then be paying to use our system, a bit like we are paying AWS now. Guess what that means for us as a founder? It means more revenue, more profit for the company. In return, that means that filters back round to us as founders. So really is a win-win situation. Plus also we have our own control at the moment. He was saying that we get a lot of companies who have things that get flagged up from OTrim and other websites that people might be spamming, or unethical websites or using through OTrim, and they have to investigate it, whether it is true or not true. And this takes up a lot of man hours, and it takes up a lot of people doing things. With our own data centers, we are not controlled by anywhere else. So for instance, if we want to send an email out that has the word money in it, for instance, we're allowed to do that because it's our own data center. And this is really a good thing because we are self-monitoring ourselves, obviously ethically and all the rest of it. Those controls will be there, but it means we can also market exactly how we want to market with the terminology that we want to use, and it will not be controlled by a third party. So Ashes really is always looking down the road at what is coming. One of those is obviously mining, and he was talking about he is trying to develop or in talks with having a mining pool that is 100% not user friendly, 100% ecologically friendly. I mean, I don't know if anybody know about mining, but mining is a form of coding and cracking the codes of cryptocurrency online, and this takes up a huge amount of memory, a huge amount of server space, and this is all energy, and energy, right, is electricity at the end of the day, and it ends up costing an awful lot of money. What Ash is doing is having clean mining. It is going to be eco-friendly. He hasn't given us some details of us, but this is a major big deal, guys. Any company that can have clean mining that costs very little to mine cryptocurrency is going to be a sought after company, because that it means that the hash rates will go up, and it means that the cost of transference of cryptocurrency around the world will end up coming down, which is good news for us. Maybe, as Juanita said there, solar panels, we don't know, but it was talked about, and also in the future our own cryptocurrency as well. But I don't want to dwell on that, because let's talk about the things that we know right now. And this is the important part, is that we want to be looking forward to the next 4 weeks and how these are all going to pan out. It really is an exciting time where we are now in Onpassive. We have got so much to look forward to in January. We are going to be getting lots and lots of updates, and they are going to be coming thick and fast as we move forward into the rest of January. Suffice to know is that the marketing campaigns are going to be starting in January. By the end of January, a select few of the founders will be beta testing OConnect. And he also went on to say that as soon as the marketing campaigns start, that is probably going to be the end of the founder position. So it really is imperative and important that you get around the people who you know and love, okay, to get and lock in that founder's position. He did touch on pending founders as well, by the way. All 2019s have gone, and the remainder, he hasn't made a decision yet of what he is going to do with the 2020s and 2021s. He said they might even all be flushed as well. So if any of you have made any inquiries to any of the LC members about them, we haven't got any information, and he said a decision may be made by the end of this week of what we are going to be doing. So that's about it, guys, for this recap of the Indian webinar that Mufareh was on last night. It was a great webinar. There was lots of discussions. I don't know if it's been recorded or not, and I don't know if it's going to be in the back office. I sent my notes over to Peter Mufareh, and he I don't know if he's up yet or not, but he said he will be doing his own and posting them in the LC as well over there. So that's it for me. Back round then to Monday. Be doing a live tomorrow as normal. I know it's bank holiday in the UK, but I will be doing a live tomorrow. And also don't forget, tomorrow night is the founders only. It will be round table tomorrow night as well. So if you've got any questions about any wrinkles and what's happening, okay, please come over there and we'll get you sorted. Remember, okay, we haven't been given that green light yet that the OFounders page is stable yet. Okay, we are still waiting for that. So if you have got any wrinkles, for instance, I haven't got access to OMail still, okay, and that is something that I'm just waiting for. I'm not stressing about it. I'm not worried about it, okay, but again, if you've got questions like that, why haven't I got it? Do not worry, it is coming, and you will be having access to it the same as everyone else. That's it for me then, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Bye for now.